From getting roasted for pausing,
Oh, look at the widow baby with the cute widow pause button.
to an amazing Easter egg for doing absolutely nothing. These are AFK secrets in video games. And when you reach one of the main bosses in Deadpool, he decides to break the fourth wall, offering to take over.
Just push your button to execute our super awesome amazing plan.
Wade'll just sit here shaking his booty for you, which is already pretty funny, but going AFK leads to something even better.
Oh, did you want to go make a sandwich while the master villain stands behind me ready to strike? Oh, I'll go right ahead. We'll wait. Push the button!
Maybe you prefer swinging around as Spider-Man, and if so, make sure to take a break sometimes. You could overhear some incredible NPC dialogue, including this couple who finds you a little creepy if you stare too long.
Is he still standing there?
I think so.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know. Just act natural, I guess.
How can I?
It's a little weird, but kind of cool. Oh, yeah. Nope, he's still there. Guess he just likes to watch.
And over in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, players were shocked when they realized they could play as Darth Maul. In fact, if you're too surprised and freeze up, he'll secretly take it out on the shop owner. And you probably didn't know about the new SpongeBob game that released last year, The Cosmic Shake. Continuing the franchise's best tradition, they dropped some amazing secrets that only appear when you put the controller down. But my personal favorite's gotta be the mocking meme. Now that's pretty lighthearted, unlike when we return to Deadpool. Cause when my man goes to the bathroom for a break, you get to decide how long it lasts.
Yeah, I don't measure by length. I go by weight. Hey, buddy, want to give me a hand with this? It's kind of heavy.
Oh, not cool, man. Really?
But if there is one place we should be allowed to go AFK, it's gotta be the lobby. This is literally the waiting room for most online games, and yet in Apex Legends, if you lounge around as Revenant for too long, he'll scare the life out of you. I'm just trying to eat some dinner, man, come on. But Seer's animation is 10 times more adorable because at least they make some time for fans.
Well, aren't you charming? And you're welcome.
Although you won't really get jump scared in Warzone's lobby. Instead, if you load into the Vondel map, make sure you stop by the aquarium. For anyone spending too much time admiring the fish, they'll get rewarded with a secret message. This is such an amazing detail that 99% of players would never see. And while most games don't care if you put the controller down, in WWE 2K23, the commentators are here for entertainment. And these guys will not hesitate to let you know you suck.
This is a psychological battle. I'm enjoying it.
You're boring.
Both these superstars are just meditating before the match starts.
Or maybe they forgot they have a fight on their hands.
WWE Universe is just begging for these two superstars to get this match started.
But there's some missions out there that force you to be AFK just to finish them. In Goat Sim 3, you can unlock a secret achievement if you go to yoga class and find your peace. Except, to truly discover your inner relaxation, this means doing nothing for 5 minutes straight. If you even move the joystick an inch, you gotta start all over again.
What the
Someone moved. It's so...
And next time you're running around as Donkey Kong, just stop and take a breather for a minute. Now, I am sure DK appreciates the break because it gives him time to whip out a Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah, boy.
Although a less wholesome game is The Last of Us, and while you're trudging through a zombie wasteland, at least there's still some room for jokes. Like when Ellie gets tired of you going AFK and just standing around.
Oh, cool. You're just gonna stand there? This is taking entirely too long. You doing nothing and walking around doing nothing.
But when you're playing a game like Hitman Blood Money, your entire job is to gather info about an event. You know, people watching, following strangers, all the fun stuff. Except if you spend a little too long stalking them on the dance floor, Agent 47 catches the groove.
What is that?
Yeah, that's probably the weirdest dance moves I've ever seen. A game that's super underrated though is Star Wars Jedi Survivor. It honestly has some incredible details, but you can only find some of them by not playing at all. Simply put down your controller and grab a bite to eat so you can sit back and watch Cal disassemble his lightsaber for fun. Or pull off a small nod to Han Solo with his blaster pose.
Nice.
Now, almost all of these secrets have been reserved for people who don't pause the game. Like, taking a break is one thing, but what kind of weirdo doesn't even pause? Well, even if you do in Shattered Dimensions, Deadpool will still roast you.
Oh, look at the widow baby with the cute widow pause button. Admit it, you have a pausing problem. You're a pauseaholic. Okay, Bear walks into a bar, says, "I'll have a lime and soda." Bartender says, "Why the big pause?"
And one of my favorite secrets involves Naughty Dog absolutely roasting themselves. When they showed off Uncharted 4 to the world at E3, their controller stopped working live.
Move the character. Play the game. Hello.
Well, once the game dropped a year later, some fans still found this hilarious and decided to recreate the moment for themselves. Little did they know going AFK in this same spot would lead to a secret trophy. And while we're on the topic of PlayStation, one of their most underrated franchises is Jak and Daxter. And a fan favorite move is whenever you collect a power cell, the duo will celebrate with a dance break. So when these two were brought to the PlayStation All-Stars game, the devs threw in a secret idol animation just for the fans.
Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
Now you could spend a lot of time in Tears of the Kingdom just taking in the scenery. Well, until it turns to nighttime, then you're probably putting down the controller to avoid the idea of a blood moon. But if you do this, Link gets a little sleepy.
Oh, come on, man.
At least he's patient with you, unlike Sonic. In Generations, he breaks the fourth wall just to judge you. And if you recognize this, it's actually a double secret, referencing when he did the exact same thing in older games. The longer you stay AFK, the more animations he cycles through. It literally progresses through previous generations just to pay tribute to Sonic's constant need for attention. But if there is something everyone can recognize, it's the Statue of Liberty. Even in a game like LEGO Marvel Superheroes, she's just standing tall in the distance. And if you ever decide to fly all the way out to her, just make sure you hang out long enough. Now, earlier you watched Donkey Kong whip out a 3DS, but we never got to see what game he was playing. Unlike in Conker's Bad Fur Day, when you can leave him alone for a while before he pulls out a Game Boy.
Oh, I don't believe that.
By listening super closely to the sounds, you can figure out exactly what he's playing, Killer Instinct 2. And what's really cool is that this is a fighting game made by the same developers. But I absolutely love this Easter egg hiding in Rocket League. Putting a helicopter sound effect on your engine is cool enough, yet if you manage to just hover in the air for a while, a familiar song will start to fade in. Yeah, it's a neat reference to the helicopter scene from Apocalypse Now. And if you were playing Crash Bandicoot's Insane Trilogy and got annoyed at how difficult it is, you probably needed to take a break. Well, whenever you do, there's a chance Crash will somehow mess up playing with a yo-yo. No. Although, even in the original game, he always managed to find himself in a ridiculous situation. But if you've played the first Assassin's Creed, you'll know about its most iconic location, Abstergo Industries. And while you're here, there is plenty of time to take in the architecture and even fix your wedgie. To be honest, that's the most Desmond thing I've ever seen. But those were AFK secrets in video games. It's been Sammy. Keep it here on T5G.